Okay, am I coming through clear? I'm hoping I am. Let me just check with the StreamYard. Yeah, my microphone's going. Yeah, I'm an idiot at StreamYard. Like, honestly, it's like the third time I've used it. So, yeah, apologies about that. So basically, what I do with posters, I'm just going to make a quick one now. This is for an upcoming expanded universe called Bounty Hunter. Basically, Bounty Hunter takes place towards the end of the Cybertron War. I've got several different stories in my universe. Some of them are set on Cybertron, some are set during the Earth Wars. This one, Bounty Hunter, is set towards the end of the Earth Wars, the Cybertron Wars. Sorry. My brain's a bit of a mess. So, yeah, it's going to be a quick, short stop motion, but I think I thought about doing a little behind the scenes on how to make the poster. So I'm just gonna do that. Just load up HitFilm. And also, if you have a slow computer, this is something I learned. Go into Task Manager, go in Details, and then go in your program. Go to Set Priority, and you can set it as real-time, high, or above normal. I'm just going to set it as above normal, just so my computer doesn't die. When HitFilm actually loads, but yeah, hopefully this expanded universe will be coming out soon. I've got most of the lines for it. It's a short one, it's a sweet one, but it is I do enjoy this one. It's one of those stories that is necessary to be told. Just ending HitFilm because it's being a bit of an idiot right now. I'm probably going to stream for about 15 minutes, so it's not going to be a long one. I just want to give you guys the basics, and if you're watching this after I've finished the live stream, then please, know that I appreciate that support. Every time I go live, something seems to go wrong. I don't know why. Film just there we go. It's about to load. I apologize for the wait. But if you have any questions on this expanded universe, or if you have any questions about Space Chase or the Rise of Draculus or any other projects, now's the time to ask while my computer is just loading up HitFilm. So this one, I will answer that. Yeah. It's all Decepticons. This is a very short one, and there are no Autobots in it. You can probably tell from the little thumbnail at the top there, in the top right-hand corner, that Lockdown is here, and also Soundwave. And I don't know why my HitFilm is not loading. There are going to be some more expanded universes coming out. Some of them will take place between events I've already made, and some will take places in the War for Cybertron during the early days. Some will take place during the towards the end of the War for Cybertron. So yeah. HitFilm is normally actually very quick at loading up, so I don't know why it's being like this. It might be because I'm using StreamYard. But normally HitFilm is pretty good at startup. Now, I use HitFilm to edit all my videos, and I use it for the editing for the posters. Just want to make sure I'm still streaming. Yeah, I'm still streaming. Now, I do have photo editing software, but I only have basic ones. So I have paint.net, and I'm not going to use that to make a poster because I've done it before and it wasn't bad, but the HitFilm just so much better. And also with HitFilm, there is a photo editing software called Ignite Express, but you have to pay for that. So yeah, I just do it all in HitFilm, and even though it's a video editing software, I only need the one frame. Okay, so it should be a pretty easy poster, and I'm just gonna find which ones I need. I think it was this one and this one, and then I need these. I'm probably going to be 10 minutes doing this, hopefully. I might not finish it, but I might do another live stream tomorrow or later on in the week just to show you guys the finished product. So while these are loading, and again, if you have any... Oh, sorry, I just seen your messages, Benno. For the aerial bots, I probably would use the Combiner Wars aerial bots just because I've already had Silverbolt, and I might use alternative. What am I talking about? Alternate bodies. So for Air Raid, I might use his Dark of the Moon body. That would work actually because I don't have Combiner Wars Air Raid. But I might use like the odd one, or I don't know, I could even use like the Universe Power Glide. So yeah, probably for Superion at least, I'd probably use Combiner Wars. But Silverbolt's already made an appearance in 1518 days without an accident. Anyway, what am I talking about? So for this poster, I'm going to make a new composite shot, and I'm going to call it main poster, and I'm going to set it. It doesn't matter about the frames per second because I'm only using one frame. I'm going to set it to 4K. And if you have any questions about what I'm doing, if I'm going too fast, please let me know. But I'm going to use this Starfield, and the links to this Cybertron and this Starfield and whatever will be linked in the description below. Obviously using fair use, but give the original creator credits. So I'm going to resize that and just put it around there. Twinkle Star Loop, just going to pull that in, resize it to about there, and I'm going to set the blend mode to screen so that way this layer is showing and the layer underneath it. Now for Cybertron, I'm going to make a separate composite shot because this is going to have some effect. Well, not effect, but it's going to have a bit of a mask around it, and I'm going to use the Eclipse Mask. Basically, I'm going to go from one end of the planet, drag the mask down to the other. Go into controls, untick this so I can see what I'm actually doing. And basically just drag it to each, oops, that's a bit off. To each end of the planet. And then just gonna resize this edge so it can go around nice and neat, and that looks pretty good. Same on this side, that looks good. Resize this around here, there we go, and finally this point to about there. Now for the mask, when I tick that, it'll just show this because it's been masked out. I'm going to set a feather roundness and to around 5, just because it'll give it that nice feather. And then what you can see with Cybertron is you can see some like light around it, but from like space or whatever. So I'm going to set a -5 expansion so it pulls some of that away, and you'll see when I untick this, there we go. And basically I'm going to use this composite shot now. I will do color correction, but not yet. I'm going to use the Cybertron composite shot and put it on here on the main comp. And then I simply resize it to my liking. I think that looks pretty good. Now I'm going to use Lockdown. I'm going to make his own composite shot, and it helps to have their own composite shots just so it's not all comp 1, comp 2, comp 3, and comp 4, etc. Just so it's organized. And I'm going to green screen him, but first I have to resize the layer. So I'm going to do that about 50. Now I'm going to use a mask around Lockdown just to kind of get rid of all the other bits of green. I'm going to search for the green screen effect, pull that down into Lockdown, and use the map so I can see what areas have been pulled. And that doesn't look too bad. You can pull this back to get some more of the figure released, or push this forward. Just so it's a bit of an even, an even green screen, so it's not missing a load of figure out. And that looks pretty good. Going to go to the matte clean. I'm not going to use a choke because that's terrifying. So I'm going to use the smoothness to about 10 and the feather to about 10. And you'll see what effect that has. It just makes it look a bit smoother. The feather. And now the spill removal, basically on the green screen, when you have lights, it reflects the green onto the figure, like you can see here. The green there in the figure, even though the figure isn't green. And basically the spill removal takes it away, so you can see now it's all green. But if we tick that, it takes it away. And while I see that, I might just smoothen the feather out a little bit. So I'm going to keep that tick, but you can see Lockdown's eyes were green, as you can see there. So basically what I'm going to do to fix that is duplicate this layer, call it eyes. I'm going to remove the mask, color, and pretty much all the effects really. So I'm going to just quickly mask around Lockdown, around his eyes, and you can see this eye layer has added this onto it. Now if I do add this spill removal to the eyes, obviously with the eyes being green, it'll take it down to that dull color. So I'm going to remove the spill removal off both of the layers. And I'm going to add a spill removal back to this composite shot, but when it's in the main poster, I'll show you what I mean. So it was 2 layers on the Lockdown, but now it's going to be 1 layer on the composite shot. So if I add Lockdown, obviously it's green, and then basically we can just pull that there and just alter it to about there. That looks pretty good. I will resize Lockdown, so I might pull him more to the middle. Oops, don't want that. I'm going to lock these layers. So I want Lockdown centered. But not too big. That looks pretty good. Now what I'm going to do is the exact same but with Soundwave. Bring his scale to around, not opacity, scale to 30. And it's essentially rinse and repeat. So it's mask around here. Search for the green screen key. Pull that down. And just checking, that looks pretty good. Maybe pull maximum down a bit. That looks quite good. Pull the smoothness up slightly and the feather. Now if I untick this, that actually makes the figure look more like itself. And basically what I am going to do as well with the color correction is I'm going to add a hue. Add the lightness effect. I'm going to add it on top of the green screen. Go into the master, and for my camera saturation, usually 15 works pretty good. And you'll see, untick, retick, it just makes it a little bit more colorful. Now I will add this also to lockdown. I'm going to add it to both layers on top of the green screen. And basically that's Soundwave done. So what I'm going to do with Soundwave is add him on to the main composite shot. I'm going to add him behind lockdown. And again, if you guys have any questions about anything, please feel free to ask. I'm going to lock down, no pun intended. And I want Soundwave around, just around here, just kind of over his shoulder a little bit, but not too much. And you will notice my camera's cut his legs off. That's for a good reason. But basically what I want to do is I want to go into Soundwave and mask him up. So I'm going to just go around, and I'll be cutting through the hands here. I'll just be cutting around because I'm going to add a feather effect to him. So if we go into his controls, I'm going to set the feather and the roundness pretty high. And maybe the expansion, just pull back or pull forward. Depends what it looks like. I'm probably going to go with, let's see what 100 looks like. That looks pretty good, just so it fades in a little bit. But I might actually go minus 100, just play it safe. That looks pretty good. And then for Megatron, and again, I'm not sure when this will be coming out, but it will be coming out soon, hopefully. But for Megatron, again, rinse and repeat. So control scale to around $30, and I'm going to mask areas. Now, it might be a little bit difficult with Megatron because he has some shadows, so I'm just going to mask best that I can around those shadows. And again, add the hue effect. Add it to around 15. Add the green screen effect. And I'm going to increase minimum. Decrease the maximum. Just so we get a nice even spread of it. That might be the best we're going to get here. Oh, that's pretty good, actually. Feather roundness, I'll probably set to about 10. You're going to be pretty small in the distance, so. And the spill removal, I will keep on because there is some green on there. And this is the last shot I'm going to do before I go. I'm going to do a part 2 to this, but add Megatron in, and I want Megatron. I'm gonna untick lockdown there so we can see Megatron, and I want Megatron flying. I want him pretty small. Steampunk Studios, welcome. Yeah, it's going to be a prequel. It's an expanded universe story, but it takes place towards the end of the war on Cybertron. So that's Megatron. If we add Lockdown back in, that is a basic poster I was after. So that's the basic thing. I'm going to do part 2 to this, so stay tuned. I'm going to show you the color correction. I'm going to add some effects on Megatron, some like thrust effects, and I'm really going to clean the general pictures up. I'm going to add a title onto it, so it'll say Bounty Hunter somewhere. I'm going to choose a font. I'm going to show you how to scale it. That's all going to come in the next part. But you know, if you missed any of this live stream, please feel free to go back and watch it when it becomes a normal video. So yeah, I appreciate everyone staying with me watching. Again, please stay tuned for part 2 of this little behind the scenes. I'm considering doing a full behind the scenes on this stop motion, so showing you how I edit the actual project. If that's something you'd be interested in seeing, please feel free to let me know. Generally, I'm pretty happy to show you guys what I do behind the scenes, how I edit and things like that. But basically, just as a last minute thing as well, is obviously I said at the start of the video, this is a bit of a video editor. Again, all I need is one frame. So I would literally use this first one and click this button here, which exports this frame. So then it'll become a picture. But again, part 2, hopefully finish this poster and yeah, hopefully get the project out soon. If you are wanting more Transformers behind the scenes, then when this video goes public, when it's all processed from StreamYard, I will include links in the top right hand corner of behind the scenes, and I will also link my actual finished products and the playlist of my cinematic universe so far. So yeah, other than that, I think I'm pretty good. Thank you again for everyone joining. Thank you, Benno. Thank you, Steampunk, and everyone else who has joined, and everyone who is watching this after the live ended. So I'm going to go back to StreamYard, and again, thank you. I hope you all have a good day, and please feel free to share this with anyone you feel would benefit from some behind the scenes. Thank you for watching. Till all are one.